Cause they look dark. No, I'm so scared. No, I'm going. This can't safe. This cannot be safe. Could never be.
Jamaican beer rain. Lightning all a crap. You hear that? You hear that, my people? You think I do up there?
Hello, next clip.
Right now, bro, in a center mass, bro. Look here. You see me? This is how the place look right now, bro.
There is this big dragon, one big dragon there in the ocean, where I wake up right now. That's why you see America and China and Russia there in the ocean, the Caribbean part of the sea. A lot of people are asleep to this, they don't realize this and know this. The Bible tells you about it in Revelation, that long snake type dragon, like, you know, long like snake, like the serpent where the Bible tells you about. It head bigger than one we call it one of them Caribbean country there. You see me? And the snake body long and way out there, so pass a lot of Caribbean place and country. You see it? Yeah. So the people them on social media and internet, all of these news feed we are going, these distraction. That's why you see them they really want to tell we nothing, them give you a bag of distraction. And this is spiritually, physically, mentally. You see me? No joke. One big dragon there in the ocean. And that dragon here, it not for the isle them come from. The isle where them there in the ocean are mine. The isle where them are mine from the earth. A lot of things that dragon here contain. Where dragon name in Lavatine or Leviathan, or wait one name, Lavatine or Leviathan, or where one dragon name in the Bible. Yeah, that same dragon them a wake up, shall wake up. To wake up, and it have something to do with the dollars too, the US dollars too. And anytime the US dollars crash, then a problem, people, cause where we are live for money.
A lot of people need to hear this because what's happening on the earth right now is not random. What we're seeing, the chaos, the storms, the breakdowns, the breakthroughs, all of this is a byproduct of this frequency shift that we are currently experiencing. I noticed that people aren't living in the same reality anymore. I don't know if you guys noticed, like when you go out, it's like I feel like I'm in a world of my own. And I truly believe this has to do with Mother Earth separating those who are chosen and those who have been a hindrance to this planet. But check this out, listen to this, y'all.
When you curse the chosen, you're signing your own spiritual death notice. Let that marinate. Because when you curse the chosen, you're not just fighting them, you're fighting God's favor on their life. When someone is chosen, they walk with divine protection. Every attack, every lie, every attempt to destroy them becomes return to sender. You can't curse what God has already blessed. You can't block what's divinely assigned. And you certainly can't destroy destiny that has been written before time began. Are the chosen tested? You bet. They get betrayed, misunderstood, and even isolated. But every setback only elevates them higher because their pain is their training ground. When you curse the chosen, you do it at your own peril because you're revealing your festering envy and spiritual blindness, sowing seeds that will backfire on you. Because here's the divine law. You can't touch what God has anointed. When you understand that, you'll stop competing with them and start learning from them.
If you close your eyes and you think about it, it sounds like a Dragon Ball Z story about the Saiyans, right? Right? Everything is connected in that way, right? Because everything that they went through only made them stronger. And I already decoded that we're the original Saiyans, like where a lot of us are Goku. Remember when Goku came on the planet, he hit his head and he forgot his mission, and Vegeta had to come down and remind him of his mission? A lot of us have forgotten our mission. This is why we're in this situation in the first place. But now there's a great split taking place right now, y'all. I notice a lot of people are not living in the same frequency. They're not living in the same simulation. Like, are you guys noticing that when you guys go out? You're like, I'm in a world of my own, literally. But yeah, y'all, let me know what you think about this video. The shift is here. They feel it. They see it. Let's continue to get it. Peace in. So as of recently, thousands of people around the world have been saying the exact same thing. Their hair is falling out. Men, women, kids. It's like an invisible wave of something, some type of radiation has hit humanity overnight. And the crazy thing about it is, nobody's talking about it on the news. No experts explaining why this must be happening. Just comments filled sections of people freaking out, realizing that this must not be random. Check this out, you guys. I'm not making this up. Oh my God, yes, the last 6 months. Why? Was thinking it was pre-menopause. This person says, that's what I was thinking. That was my problem too. I've always had super thick hair and this happened out of nowhere, it seemed. Allison says, yep, me too. Sarah said, it started all of a sudden. Suzanne said, all of a sudden for me too. Susie says, same. What is going on? Same. People also mention it to their doctor that they have been losing all their hair this year and they're so worried that their eyebrow hair is falling out. Her hair is falling out on her head and she has bald spots everywhere and she wants to know what does she do, and she looks pretty young too. And I told you this was also happening to children as well too. Cheryl says her and her 20-year-old daughter has been experiencing this. Linda says yes, she has major hair fall. Haley says, what do I do, Gina? My hair is falling out everywhere. I thought it was because I had a child, but it's been 3 years and my hair is falling out like nothing before. People also notice that ever since the pandemic, they've been shedding like a dog, with or without menopause. You guys can clearly see from these comments, and there's thousands and thousands of comments. Something not normal is happening here, y'all. What is happening? People are speculating it's the, you know what I'm saying, the radiation. You know, I can't say too much on here, but this is exactly what people are speculating, y'all. Do y'all have, is anybody else experiencing this? Please let me know down in the comments below, y'all. This is very interesting. Anybody else experiencing this? The shift is here, y'all. We be telling y'all. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
With everything that's going on in the year 2025, including 3i Atlas and alleged UFO sightings all across the world, now we have even more things to be concerned about. This latest headline out of the New York Post, UFO tracker, shows thousands of eerie underwater objects lurking along the U.S. coast. Like many of you, I was shocked to even know we have a UFO tracker. You can actually download certain apps, okay, in the Google Play Store and the App Store that'll help you track alleged UFOs. Now, one of the crazier parts of the story is they actually released what was tracked and where it was found. This is a chart of the east coast of the United States. Take a look at how many objects, unidentified objects, are under the water lurking all up the east coast of the United States of America. Is all this talk now starting to add up because of the alleged arrival of 3i Atlas at the end of the month? There are so many unanswered questions, but the one thing I want you to keep in the back of your mind, as I say in all my videos, please take this as entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only, because like I said, it may be reported in the news or all over social media, but no one has come out and officially confirmed any of this information. So I guess my question to you is, do you think this is just another distraction? Or is it something we need to be concerned with? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you. With everything that's going on in the year 2025, including 3i Atlas and alleged UFO sightings all across the world, now we have even more things to be concerned about. This latest headline out of the New York Post, UFO tracker, shows thousands of eerie underwater objects lurking along the US coast. Like many of you, I was shocked to even know we have a UFO tracker. You can actually download certain apps, okay, in the Google Play Store and the App Store that'll help you track alleged UFOs. Now, one of the crazier parts of the story is they actually released what was tracked and where it was found. This is a chart of the east coast of the United States. Take a look at how many objects, unidentified objects, are under the water lurking all up the east coast of the United States of America. Is all this talk now starting to add up because of the alleged arrival of 3i Atlas at the end of the month? There are so many unanswered questions, but the one thing I want you to keep in the back of your mind, as I say in all my videos, please take this as entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only, because like I said, it may be reported in the news or all over social media, but no one has come out and officially confirmed any of this information. So I guess my question to you is, do you think this is just another distraction? Or is it something we need to be concerned with? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Roseanne is trying to tell us something.
You should immediately snap out of any kind of mind control program you're belaboring yourself underneath. And listen to me. We've got to get really smart. And we've got to wake up.
Really? Tell us more.
But more than any of that, we have to be able to repent and change. Because the way we're living, well, it's not doing us so good.
Nope.
I mean collectively.
I mean, Roseanne was in the industry. And she's been saying things lately. So she would know what she's talking about. And if you know, you know. And to be honest with you, I don't know nothing. But Roseanne seems to know. And Roseanne looks a little like somebody else right here, but we're not even going to get into that. But besides that, Roseanne knows something that we don't know. And if she's getting up on here to tell us something, it's only right that we listen, take notes, and decide what we want to do. But don't forget, she told you. I told you. And to be honest, I didn't tell you nothing because this video is for entertainment purposes only. I was just showing pictures and Roseanne saying something without saying nothing. But did you see how she paused like she was about to say something and she caught herself? Pay attention. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
I'll refer back to Russia. One incident I did not mention, Representative Burleson, is Colonel Sokolov in that Ministry of Defense program said there were 40 incidents where Russian warplanes were sent to intercept UFOs, and they were ordered to fire on them. And for the most part, the UFOs would zip away. 3 of the pilots, though, did fire at these things. Those 3 planes stalled out, crashed. 2 of those pilots died. And after that, the Russians changed the standing order. If you see a UFO, leave them alone.
And the scientific community that will, in essence, pressure test what we think we've found. So we're talking about Perseverance. This was a mission sent to Mars under President Trump's first presidency. And a year ago, we found a sample, and it was, again, we're exploring in places where there were rivers and where there were lakes. And much as on Earth, we think that that's where we'd see signs of ancient life on Mars. And so a year ago, we thought we found what we believe to be signs of microbial life on the Mars surface. And so we put it out to our scientific friends to pressure test it, to analyze it, and go, did we get this right? Do we think this is signs of ancient life on Mars? And after a year of review, they've come back and they said, listen, we can't find another explanation. So this very well could be the clearest sign of life that we've ever found on Mars.
About 3i Atlas, y'all. Listen to this shit. They are now saying that 3i Atlas that was headed towards Earth hit a whole reverse. So the thing y'all trying to say is a comet hit a reverse Uno? Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Since when does a comet have a mind of its own to pick and choose what they want to do. Last time I checked, comets don't just turn around or stop mid-space travel. Like what? They are saying it reversed behind the sun. Man, watch out. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. This stupid ass shit.
Yo, listen closely, chat, because if you miss this play, you're going to be hearing about it on the news because it has already happened. Nvidia is about to show the world why robotics is the next $1 trillion wave. And I have just found a crypto project that's tied into this. Alright, now let's start with the obvious, because Nvidia's earnings are about to be ridiculous because they've been quietly loading up robotics into everything behind the scenes, and you can clearly see that the Droid team will be attending Nvidia's GTC Washington DC tomorrow, October 28th. Droid even tells you right here that they are supercharging the next generation of robotics. This isn't about GPUs anymore. It's about machines learning to move. It's the leap from software to physical reality. The path to solving hunger, disease, and poverty is AI and robotics. And Elon Musk tells us over here, AI and robotics is the only way. You got Amazon out here building warehouse bots. You got Tesla out here showing humanoids like their Pokemon cards. And Elon Musk keeps dropping hints like he's trying to warn us about something that's coming. It seems that we are in a sector war, and whoever controls robotics seems to win civilization. And Nvidia is in the middle of this whole thing. When people realize that AI is not just about creating images, fixing up your resume, and creating your presentations for you and your little college friends, it's about controlling robots. When people realize that, these coins are definitely going to move, and this is the tidal wave that we position ourselves on. And that's exactly why I'm loading up on Droid, because out of every crypto project that's waving the AI flag, only one that's actually building around robotics, AI, and Solana infrastructure. And just when you think it couldn't get any better, Droid is not just a void floating in the wind. Anatoly follows them. He is loading up on Droid on a chain, on a platform that he wants you to see. Why does he want you to see it? There's no reason to hide it, y'all. This is the future. This is not financial advice whatsoever, and I'm not gonna overhype it, but you got robotics, Solana, and Nvidia all in the same play. Droid is not a meme coin. It is a macro play. Again, not financial advice. Now, this is all part of the shit that I've been telling you guys, man. If y'all want the contract address, let me know that in the comments and I'll send it to you. Let's continue to get it, y'all. Peace in.
Blood is thicker than water. Now, how many times you heard that statement? Same exact statement is the same reason why so many people put up with betrayal, pain, anger, and sexual trauma under the rug when it comes to their family. Many of us grew up with this our whole lives. Family comes first. Y'all remember hearing that? The infamous one, what happens in this house, what? Stays in this house. Stick by your people no matter what. No matter how much hurt and pain they cause your ass, stick by them. What they also don't tell us is that phrase itself was mistranslated on purpose. Original saying is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Meaning the bonds that you choose are stronger than the bonds that you're born into. How many of y'all can attest to that? As always, somewhere along the lines, it was flipped. It was turned backwards and used to guilt generations into silence. Many people you know still protecting that same ass uncle that hurt them. Yeah, I'm talking about that same ass uncle that been living with your grandmother for centuries. Ain't never known him to have his own anything. Everybody in the family knows something ain't right with him, but instead of addressing that shit, they just say, that's how he is. He always been like that. How many of y'all still covering for your lying ass cousin that done stole from you time and time again? Continue to violate you, but in your mind, that's my cousin. So guess what? You're gonna continue to put up with that shit. That's exactly how people get trapped in them toxic ass cycles, because you believe forgiveness means you gotta keep letting people have access to you. You don't change who you are, you just change who has access, even if it's family. For the sake of family, I've seen mothers ignore their intuition. I've seen daughters shrink their voices. I've seen sons who carry guilt for setting their boundaries. It's all because somebody told them family means forever. But even when forever feels like hell, I think not. You can love your bloodline, but still saying, I don't owe my bloodline my piece. A lot of people can look at their families right now and see how much tension is built up. Remember, it's the things that are not said that are important. A whole generation scared to speak the truth at the dinner table. Adults still people pleasing their parents. Kids growing up thinking pain is a part of loyalty. It all traces back to a saying that's meant to keep folks quiet, obedient. Let's not forget ashamed. Abuse hides in plain sight under the blanket of family values. The truth is, family is not about who shares your DNA. It's about who shares your frequency. It's who honors those boundaries instead of breaking them. Family is who mirrors your growth and not your guilt. Blood of your covenant is your chosen tribe. Healed self, your sacred family, and that's the real bond. No, truthfully, I don't believe that blood is thicker than water, because water saved me when blood was trying to drown me. Own and break that spell today. Choose peace over pressure. Choose healing over heritage. Just know that loyalty that costs your sanity is nothing but another form of control. Don't continue breaking the spell. Make sure y'all get in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
Lie is coming.
That's the important part.
All indications, like all of them, is that that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth.
And he said this in January.
And that is the lie they're going to want you to believe. It's nuanced how they explain that.
Project
the nature of that threat.
Bluebeam.
But that 100% is the lie you are going to be told. You even got a date. People been whispering a date for a long time now.
Yes, we have.
I know where that lie comes from. I know specifically what document from the 70s initiated the idea of that lie. A classified document. That is the lie you will be told.
Bluebeam.
You're going to be told that there's a craft on its way to Earth. That's the lie.
Get ready, folks. It's going to be an interesting new year.
I hope I'm wrong.
I hope.
Yo, you have to watch this.
If the powers that be know AI is so bad for everything, why are they pushing it so hard?
Okay, hear me out. If they knew that AI was going to cause climate catastrophe to an already existing climate crisis, why would they still introduce AI to the public? Because I don't know if everyone understands, AI needs data centers that look like this, because AI is not in the cloud. It actually requires data centers that have servers, and these servers get really hot every time you use AI. And so to cool down these servers, they need to use water. So each chat GBT question uses up to 15 bottles of water. And these governments all around the world know that AI is going to cause climate catastrophe, because there are countries right now that are having a water crisis. Like, there are countries right now that don't have access to clean water. I mean, there's cities in America that don't have access to clean water. So why would they exacerbate an already existing climate crisis that we are in? If you've been listening to, climate experts, analysts, scientists, they've been ringing the alarm on how we don't have a lot of time to save this planet. Actually, we can't save the planet. We can only prolong it. So it seems like the introduction of AI into our society is just fast forwarding like the end time.
So if the elite already know it's bad, pretty much all ways around, why do they keep pushing it? Stay weird.
What type of get out, modern day slavery shit is going on in Florida right now? So a guy and his girl was riding down a road in Florida and saw black people, and it looked like they was picking cotton. So he stopped his car to see what was going on, because that shit looked like a scene out of a movie. Matter of fact, look at this shit. Look at this shit right here.
Bro, this is not alright. For one, what the fuck is they picking? And for two, why is that white man sitting in that truck over there? Why they picking this shit? She said grab a bag.
Yo, this shit don't make no sense, man.
Come on, you just got a witness. Hi. How you doing?
Okay.
All right. Are y'all okay out here? Sure. Y'all good?
This don't look right, man.
Okay. How long have y'all been working out here?
This don't look right at all. She just told him to go. Nah, man. Nah. That shit don't look right. When he drove up, it was a white man in the truck. The white man that was in the truck started driving off. He put his head down so he wouldn't be filmed. What the hell is going on over there? If you go to his page, you will see he has up like about 4 videos speaking about this. Now tell me that shit didn't look odd to y'all. What do they have those people out there picking? And why are those people out there like that? That shit don't make no sense, man. We're gonna have to get on top of this. I'm out.
I've learned about the hybridization program that's been going on with a number of these extraterrestrial species and the humans whom they take for these experiences. And those hybrids, in my awareness for many years, were not human enough to live here on Earth.
You notice what it says on the beer can, Council? You guys paying attention? On the beer can, it says UFO. Now, this is not a coincidence by any means. You know we don't believe in that. They walk amongst us. I've been telling you guys this for a long time. These aliens to the earth, they've been here, and their descendants, their hybrid descendants, they're the ones who you live amongst. They're the ones who run your cities and all your corporations and everything to do with Babylon's system. It's the hybrids. Council, they're Baphomet hybrids. I'm not kidding you. And they're the ones, the serpent seeds that are trying to take you out. They're the seed of Cain. You're the seed of Adam. These fucking weirdos are trying to kill you, but you don't know that you're at war, so you're easy prey. For all my real ones who are moving on the spiral and have at least 2 working brain cells moving in the same direction, overstand this. You are on a battlefield and your enemy is disguised. They're pretending to be you, but they're not. You have to use your discernment, your spiritual discernment, because what's going on is spiritual wickedness in high places. Everyone's been mixed up. Everyone basically looks the same. We're all projecting the same image. If you want to know who they are, you have to watch their actions. You have to watch the fruit they bear. Look in their eyes and notice that there's no light there. Council, those are your ops. Anyway, like I said, my real ones, y'all stay up and stay lit. It's been a long fight, but the battle's almost over. The war is almost won. Don't give up now. Just keep pushing, stay in motion, and let's glow. Bang, bang. Yeah, fam, they are really not like us, and I promise you, it is the last of us, the last of the pure bloods. So protect your bloodline, protect your DNA, stay up, and let's fucking glow.
You've been looking for signs, for the angels, for someone to come save you. I'm here to let you know you've been looking for you the whole time. In the miracle, you've been the lesson, and you've been the medicine. What happened was, somewhere in between all of the fear and programming, they made you forget who you were. Gave you jobs to chase, titles to fight for, and gods to fear. My bad, one God. Meanwhile, the real divine being looks at you in that mirror every single day. Divine you that's staring back at you is just waiting for you to remember. Your soul is ancient. He said, bow your head and pray, and you did it. See, what they failed to mention within that is praying only works when you know how to stand within your own power. And they told you knowledge is power. But knowledge sitting there collecting dust ain't power. It ain't nothing more but procrastination dressed in enlightenment. Power is when you apply what you know, when you move like you remember who you are. That's power. Do not get it twisted for 1 second. They know who you are too. They know exactly what you're capable of. Why you think they got whole departments studying your pineal gland? Energy fields, your rhythm, your dreams, how you dance, what you eat, genetic makeup, every single thing about you. Literally built systems just to distract you from yourself. And you don't think you're powerful? TV to program you, music to manipulate you, church to guilt you, and school to box you in. Got the nerve to say, think outside the box. And as soon as you start doing that, you crazy. And if you in church and you start thinking for yourself, they tell you lean not into your own understanding. So whose understanding are we supposed to lean into? The whole point of this is you so powerful that they built an illusion just to slow your ass down. I'm about to show you how the divinity of God is flowing through you. All the answers you ever been looking for is within you. Same deity that they had you waiting for years and years that never came is you. Let's put our thinking caps on. I want y'all to think long and hard on this one. You ever thought about somebody and they call and text you right away? That's not powerful? You ever say, I just knew that was gonna happen? How you knew that though? Something told me not to talk to this person. What was the something? Oh, no. It's time to call it what it is. Time to stop giving your power to something outside of you. That something is you. That's that God energy. That's not no coincidence. I'll tell y'all what it is for real. That is you operating from your highest self before you let doubt kick in, aka Satan, aka what they call the mind or the ego. When I was in church, they used to scream to the rooftops, you gotta have faith, the size of a mustard seed. They didn't teach us to know. Know thyself. Having faith is too much like believing. If I believe, that means I don't know, I'm unsure. If I operate from my godlike self, I know everything I need to. There's no question about it. And the people that's on the journey back to self and learning more about spirituality, they hear it all day. All you gotta do is manifest. You've been doing that your whole life. From the people that you attract to the chaos that you've allowed. Also to those miracles that you birth on a daily without even realizing it. Real trap was never the system though. It was your amnesia, forgetting your divinity, forgetting your power, forgetting you are the spell and the solution. Everybody who's gonna come under here and say, who is they? Even though I've explained it so many times, I'm gonna break it down once again. They are the same ones who gave you that Bible for a means of control. Same ones who knew that the universe was infinite and abundant and always provided every single thing that we needed, from food to medicine. Because that is when the food was medicine. The same days that stole it, tampered with it, and sold it back to us. They are the same ones who said there's a right side, there's a left side, there's a blue side, there's a red side, but they ain't tell y'all it was the same damn bird. They are the same ones that feed you headlines time and time again so they can shape your emotions. They are the ones who show you exactly what they want you to see, because the more you react, the less you create in. They are the ones who profit off of our confusion, off of our division, off of our lack of trust for ourselves. They are feeding off of the disconnection of self. When you finally get up out of that slumber, the spell breaks and they know it. What you think is happening right now? Why you think they scrambling so hard? Why you think the distraction's at an all-time high? Because they know we rising. Once you see the strings, the puppet show somehow stops being so entertaining. This is not to cause division. This is just the truth. To my indigenous folks, to my copper-colored beings, you are the blueprint. He copied you. It's like they did with the food and all the resources. They stole your history, your culture, rebranded it, repackaged it, gave it back to you, made you scared of your own divinity, made you scared of your herbs, made you scared of your altars, made you scared of your ancestors. But they cannot be you. You are what they're trying to recreate. You are the missing link. You are the living proof. You are the God code in motion. Don't you ever forget it. This is to everybody. It's time for us to rise. It's time for us to stand up. Because this time, and I ain't gonna say the word because I know they're gonna try to get me, but it won't be televised. It's gonna be realized. Ashe. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
Did you hear about this mysterious ancient wall that they found in Russia that completely changes everything? And this video is not AI, by the way.
2023, an incredible video was captured by photographer Dmitry Lyashev on a flight over Yakutia, revealing a seemingly endless long wall. Following the release of this footage, scientists began scrutinizing the images and concluded that the wall was man-made. The wall extends to the ocean, continuing beneath the water. Surprisingly, no one had previously noticed this wall, prompting bewilderment among scientists. Interestingly, Soviet scientist, architect, and occultist Ludwig Mavrikovich Heinrich, who visited a secret Vatican library in 1920, discovered a book referencing this wall in Yakutia. You can find a video about Mavrikovich on my channel. The wall spans several hundred kilometers. Speculation suggests that the Russian government prohibited aerial photography over the area, and in March 2024, a drone operator filming the wall was arrested. Presently, the government is striving to eliminate all online information related to this wall, leaving its nature shrouded in mystery.
Now, I will say, this reminds me of the Great Wall of China and how you heard this theory about how the defensive positions on the Great Wall of China are on the China side, like on the pointed inward to China, which doesn't make any sense because it was a wall to they thought keep others out of China, but the defensive positions were pointed into China. Very strange. Now, this also reminds me, because it goes into the water, that this would have been pre-flood, which means who knows who built it or what built it. Was it giants? We can talk about giants. I mean, I should do a deep dive on the giant bone they found in Turkey. It was a thumb bone, like this freaking long. We're talking giants, man. That's more believable than dinosaurs, I'll tell you that right now. So much mysteries, we got to find out about it. Comment your thoughts below and follow for more.
They are saying this is 3-Eye Atlas, y'all. This is what's supposed to be headed towards Earth. Very, very soon. This right here. Allegedly, 3-Eye Atlas. Now, if this is 3-Eye Atlas, we might be fucked. Because what the fuck is that? Nigga, that look like a damn galaxy, fool. And that very well could be a ship. So, let's say this is 3-Eye Atlas. A real photo. What do y'all think that is? All I'm saying is, if this is really 3-Eye Atlas, a real picture, we might be fucked.
Okay, nothing to see here. France has just been ripped to pieces by a random tornado. Yes, a tornado in northern France. This isn't Kansas, this is Europe. And now we are seeing violent twisters ripping through suburbs just outside Paris. One man has been killed, cranes are collapsing, and hundreds of homes are literally being destroyed. Eyewitnesses literally said that this storm came out of nowhere. Blue skies turning black in minutes. Roaring winds tearing off rooftops and debris flying through the air. This literally hit the town of Ermont just north of Paris. Reports are saying at least 9 people have been completely destroyed. Power outages across the area and a full-scale emergency response is underway. So, since when are we seeing this kind of extreme weather in Central Europe? Tornadoes are meant to be extremely rare, yet they're suddenly becoming almost normal. Some will blame climate change, of course, but when you look at the frequency, the patterns and the timing, something just doesn't add up. So this isn't just in France. There is tornadoes through Paris, hailstorms in Italy, floods in New York, wildfires in Greece. But yes, sure, this is all just global warming because you forgot to recycle your plastic bottles. Meanwhile, you know, they're seeding the skies, manipulating the ionosphere, firing up HAARP and then acting shocked when the weather starts acting possessed. They'll tell you that this is all just nature, and I'll tell you that this is manufactured chaos. Because whether you like it or not, every storm now feels a little less like Mother Nature and a little more like a message from the men that are playing God. And if this doesn't wake you up, maybe the next natural disaster will, when it's right on your doorstep. But obviously, as always, I am just joking. This is all for entertainment. Clearly, I don't believe these random tornadoes are anything but natural, and I'm just as fictional as a dinosaur, baby.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families. And you'll hear more about those details today. The charges and the arrests that were taken down across this country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling. This FBI will leave no room for any perpetrator of crime across this country. You hear a lot about our work of defending the homeland and crushing violent crime. Well, this work is also representative of a colossal portion of the FBI's mandate to keep America safe and to keep our entertainment industry fair and secure. The men and women that are standing up here today worked tireless hours, days, months, and years. And the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery.
They just released new footage of 3-Eye Atlas. And if this is what's supposed to be headed here, we're in a world of trouble. I need you to listen to this. Just listen. Nah, man. This is the same interstellar object that they said that is 12 miles long and that is moving 145,000 miles per hour. When they first started informing us about 3i Atlas, they said it was a 5% chance that it was an alien mothership. Now they're saying that it's a 40% chance that it's an alien mothership. And this is for entertainment purposes only. But think about this. How many military officials have been deployed all over the world? And then let's go back to the secret meeting that was held. What was that meeting really about? Now, if y'all remember, they previously said that whatever 3i Atlas is, it's coming here aggressively. How did they know that? Who did they speak to? And again, this is for entertainment purposes only. But I want you to think, that ship or that comet is 12 miles long. Manhattan is almost 12 miles long. The things that you got to think about is this. This thing didn't stop for gas. This thing is headed right to Earth. In another video, I told you that a remote viewer was speaking to whatever was on it. And whatever is on 3i Atlas said it's coming for the star seeds. We do know who the star seeds are, right? I think I need you to jump down that rabbit hole, because if you don't know, then you gon' know. I'm gonna put that video up one more time. I need you to look at what's going on. If that thing is coming here, we might have a problem. This shit don't look good at all. I'm out.
Clareia a floresta toda.
Isso aqui é uma foto mesmo tirada, não é?
Não, isso é real.
Não pode o negócio desse.
Rick, pega com ela. A Cida falou, escute, a Cida falou que se você tiver um lugar escuro e você tirar várias coisas, aparece coisa que você não vê. Eu vi mais coisa, Lúcio.
Hoje
não
vamos tirar
foto. Uma vez eu desci uma nave.
Você chora quando você vê ele.
Desceu uma nave.
A energia dele é tão poderosa que você
Não,
chora.
você flutua.
E quem tirou essa foto? A dona Cida disse que ela flutuava quando
flutuou quando ele apareceu pra mim.
Mas a dona Cida vê, tem muita gente que vê.
Eu vou vir pra cá pra mim poder ver de novo.
Por isso que é a cura.
Porque eu vou lá buscar.
Mata, ele tem quase 3 metros de altura. Olha ele ali, ó. Olha lá ele lá, tá vendo?
Olha, isso aqui é foto que tiraram.
É foto que eu tirei.
Você...
Lá na floresta que eu vou.
Ele é um ser que aparece...
Na floresta.
Mas é tudo...
Não, aquele eu quero ver das pedras. Vocês vão ver, tá? Ali perto do caminho.
Olha lá ele lá, olha lá ele, ó.
Olha isso aqui.
São guardiões da mata, né?
Guardião da mata.
Tem guardião do morro também.
Ele aparece na boca da noite.
Aquele que faz... parece uma... que tá esganado, é guardião do morro.
Tipo um pai da mata.
Mas
é um espírito da floresta.
Novo. Olha essa foto aqui, ó. E a do anjo. Passa do
vocês dois.
Olha só. Uma foto e isso aqui, ó. Cadê a do anjo? Mostra a do anjo de novo.
A do ser, que é mais...
Não, aquele brilhoso, perto da Casa das Pedras.
Olha aqui essa foto. Olha tipo um anjo bem aqui em cima aqui, ó. Olha que coisa doida.
Não foi por acaso.
Tá louco.
For those of you laughing because I'm on welfare, I just want to show you something real quick. This is my upcoming pending deposit for SNAP EBT for November. If you are laughing at me right now because you think that I'm going to suffer come November, you better think again. I know how to work the system into my favor. I know how to get what I want. I have multiple sources of income, and that's where a lot of you go wrong. You rely on one source of income. But if you had multiple, if something like this were to happen where EBT gets shut down, you still have your other sources of income. But
now, do y'all see what I am talking about? People like you just seen it in that video is the people that's being targeted. They feel as though there's nothing wrong with what the fuck they are doing. This is why I said it's like a Ponzi scheme they done set up, but why they thinking that they're giving us benefits and we think it's benefits is really a trap. It's to keep us in perpetual cycle of needing help because we can't afford to live on our own because they control the prices of everything else. So when everyone losing their benefits right now, it just seems as though it's the black people because they are literally the ones that's been trapped into survival mode. Meanwhile, the people that's getting the real benefits like I've been telling y'all for the longest, which is everyone else that's not even American. They are receiving mad benefits. The difference is, it's all free money that they just literally blow because they have multiple sources of income. So if they was to ever lose any of these benefits, guess what? They're still on the top. And that's exactly why it's unfair. This is how people create generational wealth, by using the government funds, which is really our credit, the American people. And of course, Trump knows that people that's up there with him is getting food stamps too. It says Ohio millionaire on food stamps says he has lunch with Donald Trump. But inside the story, of course, he says he's not going to ask for any help from Donald Trump because he knows Donald Trump does not support the bullshit that he's doing. Then I know you had to hear about this story some years ago because it went nationwide and really pulled it out to the forefront that people be mad rich and they be on government assistance, bro. So these people living in a $1.2 million yacht and received over $167,000 of food stamps and public assistance, bro. And they failed to report $3 million they deposited in the bank accounts. You see, essentially all this government assistance that's been given out is literally just a cushion for all the quote-unquote immigrants, which is really the foreigners from all the different nations, because we've been invaded and taken over already. What we are seeing now is the end of the invasion, but everyone is fighting for it to continue. And I keep telling people, leave this reality behind because this reality is false. It's literally our hell, but their heaven. As in the American people's hell, but the literal whole world's heaven, because they are benefiting off of our credit. Like I keep telling y'all, we are the basis of the actual financial system, which is the energy system that creates and manifests everything that we see. So as I mentioned earlier, right, everything is like a Ponzi scheme, no matter how you look at it, on every angle. The stock markets, the corporations, the law system, it's all the same. But we are literally in a position to where we will feel the effects well before everyone else does, because we already on the bottom. So what's happening, everybody dropped to the bottom with us, but they're going to continue to drop as we start to rise. Because once we gain control of our own energy, they can't really control anything else no more. So as I was saying, the Ponzi schemes is putting all that on us, all the pressure on us. So they're trying to get us to use our energy to manifest a new reality for them to live in. And that's something we just can't do. And this is why I try to wake everybody up to the actual truth and make it make sense, so you can take control of your energy. Y'all must recognize who the real enemies are and accept the fact that we all been living a lie this whole time. Anyways, I hope y'all picked up what I put down. Y'all know how I keep it. Y'all be guys. Hey.